Hey guys, Marc here, Regional Account Manager for Helmet House, the exclusive distributor of Shoei helmets in the United States. I have today a brand new for 2016 X-Fourteen, Shoei's top-of-the-line premium race helmet. We're going to give you a quick overview on this and get in depth in a little bit of detail as well. There's some really cool features on this helmet that I think you guys are all going to be really excited about. So here we go. In the box, you open up the box. Your helmet's going to come, it's going to be packaged really well. Lots of styrofoam in the box to keep your helmet safe. It comes with a pin lock, so you'll have your exclusive no fog pin lock shield. Styrofoam top, which also doubles as your helmet holder. So we're going to put that to the side because we're going to use that in a little bit. New bag for Shoei as well, which is exclusive to the X-Fourteen. So let's get this puppy out of the bag. We can get a good idea of what it looks like. You can also see inside the box, you have your accessory bag that's going to have your shield lubrication. It's also going to have a breath guard chin curtain and chin deflector in there, which I have actually already installed in the helmet. So let's get into this bad boy. There she is. You'll notice right away, very aggressively styled. Very long, very aerodynamic. So the idea is when you're in a full tuck on your bike on the racetrack, hopefully not on the street, you have a clean flow of air from your windscreen over the top of the helmet and back to the speed hump on your shield. You'll notice a lot of aggressive styling, a lot of ridges, really long aero back on this thing. These two winglets, which I'll get into and show you what they're all about. Lots of airflow. The helmet was entirely designed in the wind tunnel. They used many of their MotoGP riders, Marc Marquez, Bradley Smith, Alex Marquez as well, Eugene Laverty. There's been several riders involved in the development of this helmet. So we'll start with the shield. The shield is a CWRF shield. And what that means is the shield is actually flat. It's a racing shield. It's designed for tear-offs. So you have tear-off posts on the shield. You'll also notice on the CWRF shield, which I will also note that that shield is an injection molded, optically correct shield. What you'll also notice on the shield is you'll see these little ridges right here. These little ridges are called vortex generators, and what they're designed to do is help smooth the airflow across the side of the helmet so you don't get any turbulence around the shield, and it helps create a little bit more of a quieter environment around the shield and much more airflow. So the CWRF shield that comes standard on this helmet is going to come in the clear, it's going to come in dark smoke, and a high visibility yellow. So those are the only three colors you're going to be able to get. But the cool thing is, this helmet is going to also accept the CWRF shield, which comes standard on an RF 1200, which means that you can actually put on the photochromic, a standard dark smoke, clear, any of the mirrored shields that we have as well, which is really cool. Great option. So let's get into this bad boy a little bit. So first thing we're going to do is pop the shield off. And you can see pin lock ready. I showed you the pin lock comes in the box, shield's pin lock ready. It's got the grooves so you can easily line your pin lock up inside the helmet. It should drop right in, and you have a fog-free environment. You have your tear-off post, as I said, the vortex generators on the flat shield. And we'll pop this baby back on real quick, and you can also see just how easy this helmet shield is to change. Okay. Locking standpoint. It locks similar to an RF 1200 initially, meaning that you've got that snap. There's a little lip right there that catches the little lip on the shield and locks the helmet down. Shoei also, because this is a racing helmet and the speeds tend to be higher, instituted a secondary lock that just slides up. Slides down, slides up. You can see on this helmet, I've already installed the breath guard that's going to come in the bag with the helmet. Venting wise, you're going to notice you're going to have your standard chin vent, which vents right out through here and vents over the shield and helps keep cool air over your face. You're also going to see your brow vent and then your top vent. All of those vents pull air in and around. Shoei has a patented design in all their helmets with the two-piece EPS liner that's multi-densities across, but it's in two pieces. So what that allows Shoei to do is utilize the EPS as part of the vent system. It works very, very efficient. It's very effective. All that airflow is going to come out in the back. You're going to have a vent underneath each one of these plastic pieces here. So you're going to have a vent here. You're going to have two exhaust vents here, one here, and then two more back here. So in all, you've got 6 exhaust vents to go along with your 4 intake vents. Now you'll notice, here's where we're going to have some fun. You're going to notice this vent right here, this chin vent, which is also operational. This vent operates a very unique, very exclusive piece on this helmet in the cheek pad cooling system. So we're going to flip this baby over, and you can see, as again, I've already installed the chin curtain, and there's also a chin deflector to help deflect the airflow around as well as a second form of helping keeping air from coming up underneath the helmet. So, we're talking about the chin ventilation. In the cheek pad, when you pull the cheek pad out of this, you're going to see holes all throughout this cheek pad. All those holes align with holes in the EPS. And all those holes are designed to flow air. You're going to have that in both cheek pads. You're going to be able to flow a ton of air through this thing. It'll keep you really, really cool. All that airflow comes through, works around the back, and helps exhaust out the back of the helmet. The other thing that's really cool about this interior, I'm going to snap the headliner out of here. Looks like a standard headliner. This is a standard large headliner for Shoei. But the cool thing about this thing is we can take each one of these pieces and adjust this headliner to fit just about any head shape and any head size that we may encounter. So it's really nice. So you've got 5 pieces here that you're going to be able to work with and make this helmet super adjustable. If you have a customer that has more of a rounded head, you're going to be able to take this piece and get them a thicker piece in the front and the back, and then get thinner pieces on the sides to help form that helmet so it fits that person perfectly regardless of the shell shape. Really, really neat design. And it's very easy to do. It installs very easily, comes apart, goes back together again pretty simply, pretty quickly. And it's something that your dealer can do for you, or you can do yourself. That's the front. Let's do the back. And we got the side. Backwards, just like me. And then all this pops right back in. Pretty quick, pretty simple. 2 snaps in the back. You have your channels in the front. There you go. Cheek pad. Pad's going to slide in. There's a white tab you'll see right there. The cheek pad just kind of slides in. You'll feel it click in. Come back around. There's another one up front. Pop that one in, and then everything just kind of snaps back together again. There you go. So there you have it, kids. Really aggressive, really neatly styled. One thing I will point out as well, you may have noticed these wings on the back. There's an option for these wings that you can get these a little bit narrower, about half the width of the standard wing that comes on the helmet, and that is for a track that has lots of turns on it, or if you're in a situation where you need to turn your head a lot. Because what happens is when you're riding this thing, you have a lot of airflow, a lot of force on the helmet at speed, at race speeds, I should say. And sometimes it's a little bit difficult to kind of pop your head and turn to look out of a corner. When you apex a turn, you want to be able to look down to the next turn. Sometimes you get a lot of force and it makes it a little bit more difficult to do. So those shorter wings, believe it or not, give you enough relief on the downforce that you can turn your head a little bit more easily. This came from the suggestions of Alex Marquez, and he made a point that in Moto 2 and Moto 3, the speeds are a little bit lower. The racing is a lot tighter. So you want to be able to look around and see who's next to you, so make sure that when you don't turn in, that Valentino Rossi's not sitting right there when you go to turn in. The other thing too to note, the way the shell is designed, you get a 3% reduction in lift, so the helmet's going to be less likely to want to lift up. You're going to get a 10% reduction in drag across the whole helmet and a 50% reduction in buffeting. For guys that ride this helmet on the street, that is really, really important. So there you have it, guys. Retail pricing is going to come in anywhere from $680 to $840, and you're going to have a multitude of graphics and a few solid colors as well. If you have any questions, see your local dealer or come to Diamond Motorsports. Check these guys out. These guys do a tremendous job here. And again, I'm Mark from Helmet House. Thanks.